All right, so I know we have a lot of new members. Some of these tools can be a little confusing. I've had a bunch of people reach out, say, hey, the crafting helper isn't working correctly, or I'm getting the wrong players in here. I'm just going to go through some of the tools that Lucian's built, give you an overview, and run through some crafting for you. So these can all be found in the Lucian's Links channel. So when we go there, we see quite a few tools. I'm going to focus on the baseball tools right now. There's a rewards tracker. So when you sign up and you verify in the Discord, it's you into the rewards tracker. If you don't verify, but you want to be in here, you have to DM me your Sorare Slug or username, and then I can get you in. Basically, it has some information for you. So these are all our results based on competition, where we finished, what our score was, all that. You can look at the season. This is through the first 3 weeks. We've already made $12,500 as a group. Payouts are small in baseball, so I think that's quite an accomplishment, honestly. Cool part here is the dashboard. So when you click go to dashboard, this little URL pops up. You just click it, and it's going to take you to this page. And what this page does is you can look at your own stats. So you select yourself from the menu, or you can select one of our other members if you want to see how they're doing. For me, I'll select myself here, and you can see it's loading. So I've made $100 last week, 28 entries, 1,800 essence, all my stats here. And if you want to look at it by game week, you can narrow it down. And the way these drop downs work is you click on what you want to see. So let's say I want to see game week 3, then you click back on the header and it loads. So here's game week 3, I entered 8 competitions, max score, best ranking was 5th. Let's put it back to all. If you play different scarcities, you can break it down by that. If you want to look at certain competitions, you can select as many of these as you want. Let's say I wanted that one, and you put it back up and it just show you those 3 competitions. Let's put everything back to all. So a really cool tool to help you analyze where you're having success, where you're not, and so you can prioritize which competitions you want to put your lineups into. If you don't see yourself in here, you can contact me and I will get you in. Moving along, next thing I want to show you is the pricing information. This is downloaded directly from the Sorare API, and it updates, I believe, 4 times every 24 hours. So every 6 hours, this will update. So we have limited floor price, and then rare in-season floor price, and so on. And this has all the players that have cards. You just scroll down, you can see everybody in here, and it's sorted by total Sorare points scored. All right. Sealable for tab shows you how many ceiling points you get for each player. You can scroll down here, see if there's any real values to be had, because it shows you the price too. And then this is just your in-season price chart, both the market and the instant buy. All right. And competition. I like this one. And this tells you basically what score you would need to be competitive in each competition. So let's say you wanted to look at limited. You have tabs for different scarcities. You wanted to look at limited champ. First place has averaged 308 points over the first 3 weeks. So that's about what you need. Top 100, which is where in limited champ the money stops, would be to about 220. And then top 1,000, that's where the essence is paid to. 127.8 is what you've needed. And so it has all the different kinds of arenas, has Challenger, and then all the different scarcities. So a lot of good information in here to check out. And the last thing is the crafting helper. And this is the one that's been tripping a lot of people up. So basically you click on it, you pull it up, and there are a couple of instructions you have to go through before it will work correctly. All right, so when you pull up this file, it's a view-only file. The first thing you need to do is make your own copy so you can use it. So you go to File, you make a copy, and there it is. Next thing you do is you need to run the script to update the tiers. If you don't update the tiers, you're going to see guys in the wrong tiers. It's not going to work correctly. So each time you craft, in your copy here, each time you craft, you have to update the tiers. Update player pool and prices. And when I start to run this, it's going to ask me to authorize. So this is just like your gallery organizer, optimizer files. Script needs your permission to run because this file is considered yours. So you click OK, you click Advanced, you go down to Go to Untitled Project. You just select all and continue. And right now it's running, but you can't tell it's running. So I like to run it again. Then it'll tell me it's actually working. So when we're running this, it says here in the instructions, menu, Sorare, update player pool and prices. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes. There we go. When you get done, you'll get this message that says it's successfully extracted all the players, put them in the right tiers. And I'm still running because I ran it a second time. But the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go, there it is. You're going to go into the crafting tab. And this is an old leftover one here. We're going to reset the filters. So it's going to take away that check from the best 5 used. It's going to make you back to a limited standard room. So you can select which scarcity you're crafting. You can select what kind of room you got. If you used a highest rank clue, you can pop that in. If you use best 5, you can pop this check mark and it will get rid of 5. But for now, let's say you used the highest rank. You got a standard room, you used the highest rank, and it told you, hey, you've got a 5 yellow star. That's a star level player. So you pop that in highest rank. Then you decide, well, I've got a star. I got to find it. I'm going to use my clues. So you start using clues. You just pop your clues. You use both the clues in the crafting room, and then you pop these clues into your slots. And then you use the division clue. So you're going to pop that in. And once you get all these clues in, you can filter. All right. So you have a star in here, right? Well, you had 10 choices before. Now you see that there are only stars in 3 of the slots. All right. So who do you want to go for? Do you want to go for Ben Rice? Do you want to go for Scooble? Or do you want to go for Judge? Personally, I would select slot 10 here and just hope I got a Judge. But as you can see, it also ranks each slot. And the most valuable slot, it actually thinks is slot 5 because of the lower tier players that are in here. Now it's looking at instant buys to figure out where your best chance of getting value is. But honestly, I want the star, so I would go for slot 10 here. So that's basically how it works. You put in your clues, tell it what your parameters are, hit filter, and it comes up with your list. And then you have a more informed decision of where you're going with your selection, which slot to select. All right, so that's about it. Key point is, before you run it, each time before you run it, you want to make sure you update the player pool. It does take a couple minutes. Once you're done with that, come over to the crafting page, pop in clues, tell it what kind of room, what scarcity, all that stuff, and then it will help you find the diamonds in the rough. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you. Good luck this week.